Good morning, everybody. We are live here on the RAS Picks release. I'm getting through everything. We got the emails a little bit wonky. We got the text a little bit wonky. We got the intro a little bit wonky. But we are here on the RAS Picks YouTube channel for Saturday, March 9th. Another release show here on the channel. Good to have everybody back. Good to get a free release show winner last week with Washington State for everybody who tuned in as well. Hopefully, a good sign of things to come. I want to remind everybody that the release shows after today will switch over to Thursday. So we'll have an update on the time, but we'll have one Thursday morning this week. And then, of course, we'll have one Thursday morning 2 weeks from now. That will be for the main tournament. We've got a ton of conference tournaments on Thursday as well. A couple very busy days of college basketball betting coming up in the next 2 weeks. So we will have two more release shows after this one here on the RAS Picks YouTube channel. And of course, if you want to join in and get more plays, the service is available for the season end subscription over at raspicks.com/order. Results continue to be trying, to put it lightly, I think is a very generous way to put it, but at least 20 more releases to go. Ed says 21 more as a minimum. So there's still plenty of games to come over the next 2 weeks. Lots of games going on, 102 on the card today, but plenty of conference tournaments on the go right now. Plenty more to get going in the next couple of days too. So some very busy days of college basketball betting coming up over the next few days. Good to see so many people back here in the channel. As I said, a little bit wonky with the messaging going out this morning. So hopefully everybody now, as we give them time to get into the channels, we see the number over 500 will be able to get in as well. Before we get into plays potentially today, want to remind everybody who's a first timer here on the channel how we're going to do it. I'm going to tell you first and foremost to set up a game. And this is your cue to go through your sportsbook app or on the desktop, add the game to your bet slip. We'll give everybody about 20 seconds, and then you will hear one of two things as the bet is pending in your bet slip. You'll hear me say go, which is your cue to bet that play immediately. As you've seen in the shows, if this is your first time, you'll see it soon enough. These games are going to move immediately once I say go. So if you have it in your bet slip, get ready to go as soon as I say go, because the lines are going to move. And the reason that we do this is because we can also say cancel. If you hear me say cancel, this means it is not a bet. You can remove it from your bet slip. We will not be betting the game. The reason we have fakes included is to keep everybody honest. Everybody gets to the same spot at the same time. Everybody clicks go together and gets in before the line moves. So it's a bit of a process if it's your first time. Very fun to follow along. And then once you do, over in the YouTube chat, let us know where you bet the game and what number you were able to bet. Here we go. With the first setup on this 102-game college basketball card, we'll pull up the odds screen, as always, using Spank Odds for all of the lines that you're seeing on the screen. You can track all of the games as you go through the next couple of weeks of college basketball if you want to get over and load up Spank Odds on your own. First setup, we are going to the extra board for this first setup. So if you have it split in your sportsbook, good chance now to get over to the extra portion of your sportsbook list. We'll give everybody a few more seconds to get ready, but the first setup will be coming from the extra board or extra rotation part of the college basketball schedule. So a couple more seconds for everybody to get in. Sam Reynolds said it best. It is indeed a very busy Saturday. Here we go. Setup number one. We are setting up game number 306598. Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5 at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So be from the extra portion of the sportsbook. Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5 at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Game number 306598. We'll give everybody a few more seconds to find and set up Southern Alabama A&M under 132. Game number 306598. Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5 is a go. We are betting Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5. If you've got it in your bet slip, you've got to be betting it immediately, as this is already on the move. Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5. Let us know where you were able to get the game, where you were able to bet it. Talk about an adventure if you're down in Huntsville, Alabama on this Saturday afternoon, getting out to a Southern Alabama A&M game to wrap up the SWAC season schedule. My goodness, what a game this is going to be. Matt starting it off with 133.5 over at MGM. Same thing with Nash, 133 for Sean Gibbons as well. We're seeing Brad and Knuckles able to get it as well. Someone's congratulating Gerard on a very good number. Rich Zito, 132.5. Also seeing Todd was able to get 132.5. Andrew, 132.5 minus 05 at ESPN. Moonfish back for another show as always, 133.5. Hopefully the weather up in Baltimore clearing up for you as well. There, Moonfish, 133.5. Continues to show Nolan got 133, half a point better over at DK, as we're seeing this number now move pretty consistently across the board. As low, it looks like, as 130.5, down 2 points from the release price of 132.5. That'll do it for this Saturday show here, March 9th. One setup, one go, one bet. It's a doozy. Southern Alabama A&M under 132.5. I can't wait to watch and tune into this one. It's going to be a fun one to watch. Appreciate everybody for stopping by here on the channel. And a reminder, if you want to continue on with more plays this weekend and through the next weeks, www.raspicks.com/order for the season end subscription. Thanks, everybody, again for stopping by. We'll see you next Thursday for the Conference Tournament Thursday release show.